What does it actually mean to open up about your mental health? It means that you show something from your core, something from who you really are. Your core isn't superficial, but complex and full of thoughts and feelings, sometimes even contradicting feelings and thoughts. When you share those thoughts and feelings, then you open yourself up and you are vulnerable. Being open invites others to be open as well. Being open isn't always easy. The reasons are diverse. You can doubt yourself and feel vulnerable. Those are inside fears you can probably control. There are also reasons outside your span of control. Stigma is one of the most important reasons why people are scared to open up. Research shows a big correlation between stigma and people's fear to open up. We now see a conversation between a client and someone with lived experience.
It's good to see you again. It's been a while since we spoke. How have you been?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm really glad to share with you that I told you last time I really wanted to go back to school, and I finally got the courage to go for it.
That's good news. I do remember you telling me you wanted to go back to school, and you always wanted to do something with social studies, right?
Yes, you're correct. I'm a first-year social studies student now. It was really hard for me to go back to school, but I finally got the hang of it.
Good to hear that. Good for you for doing what you always wanted to do.
Thank you so much.
So, except for telling me the good news, what made you ask for this conversation? Because I got the feeling you wanted to talk about something.
Yes, you're right. I love going to school, but I'm struggling with some things. And I was hoping you could help me.
Well, what's going on?
It's about me being open to my fellow students and teachers.
And what about that?
When people ask me why I want to do social studies, I always say it had my interest my whole life.
That sounds like a reasonable response. Many people pursue their interests, so what's the struggle with that?
That's not the real struggle, it's the reason what lays behind this. I've been through difficult times and I want to use my experience to make a difference. But I'm also afraid that it brings stigma and judgment when I'm being open about myself and my past.
Opening up can be a challenge, especially in a new environment like school. So you need to consider your own level of comfort and the impact it can have on your well-being, like we discussed in the rap. You should ask yourself why you feel the need to share this part of your story.
I want to share this part of my story because I think that being honest about my journey can help people who are in similar situations. And every time I think about sharing, I always think, oh, how will they see me? And yeah, I know I look confident with my blue hair, but I do worry about those things.
It's completely understandable to worry about that, and it's a very personal decision. But opening up can also create a supportive environment and understanding. Have you thought about discussing this with a counselor, a trusted teacher, or maybe just one student you trust?
No, I haven't. It's a good idea. I want to be true to myself and contribute positively without being judged.
Absolutely. Being true to yourself is crucial, but maybe you can explore options on how to share your story gradually. Maybe start with one person you trust. Remember, your story is a strength, not a weakness, and people's perceptions may surprise you.
I guess you're right. Starting with people I trust makes it easier, but it's not just about sharing my story. It's the fear people will treat me differently once they know my mental journey.
I can relate to that, and it's unfortunate there's still a stigma on mental health. But by opening up, you're not only sharing your struggles, you're also challenging this stigma. It's a step towards breaking down barriers and fostering a more supportive community.
I just worry about people knowing about my mental health issues, that they doubt me or treat me with pity. I just want to be seen for who I am and not as someone with a mental health history.
I completely understand. It's discouraging when people think this way. But remember, by sharing your story, you may change perceptions. You're not defined by your mental health journey. It's just a part of you, and by sharing it, you may inspire and educate others.
I never thought about that. I have to reframe my own story. But what if opening up has a bad influence on my social and academic life?
That's difficult. And it's too bad, but there's no guaranteed outcome. You have to think about your own well-being first. If someone reacts negatively, it's their own bias and not your worth. Your real friends and supporters will stand by you and provide you with a foundation.
I get what you mean. It's hard to shake off my fear of judgment. I want to be a positive force for change. At the same time, I'm afraid what consequences it may bring.
It's completely understandable to feel that way, and sharing about mental health issues is a very personal decision. Remember, your journey is filled with strength and resilience, and by opening up about it, you may contribute to the larger conversation on mental health and stereotypes.
You're right. Thank you for helping me to see this in a different way.
Anytime. It takes courage to open up, and you're already on the right track by acknowledging your feelings. If you ever need support or anyone to talk to, I'm here for you.
I appreciate that. It feels good to have someone who understands.
It was good seeing you and talking to you again. Don't be a stranger.
Surely it was a good talk. I see you again soon. I keep you updated.
Thanks, I would like that.
As you saw in the conversation, it's difficult to open up about your mental health. And it can be complex. When you do open up, keep the following information in mind. Prepare yourself by thinking about what you want to share with a person. Knowing what you are about to share helps you with being clear. It gives you clarity. Prepare yourself by thinking about why you want to share. Having figured out the reason why you want to share can also help with clarity. And it makes you more sincere. Prepare yourself by thinking about whom you want to share something with. Start small. Take small steps on this journey so that you don't get lost or fall down. You don't have to be on the soapbox preaching to the crowd. If you don't want to share, don't share. If you are afraid to share, try practicing sharing with a peer first. It helps to talk to someone who understands you.